trying to adjust the freaking tripod. I think I did it.
Yes!
Oh, this is very personal and up close right now, but I'm here for it. Hi. I don't know what this video is. I just really want to turn on the camera and film and just talk because I feel like I always have so
much to say.
I've just been feeling pretty reflective and something that I just want to like get off my shoulders. It's not gonna be a heavy freaking video. It's gonna be a chill one. I just want to film and chat. I'm in the mood for it, so why not? If you guys don't know who I am, which I assume most of you don't, I'm Rachel. I'm 25 years old, only living in Vancouver, Canada. Being alone in a one-bedroom apartment, that means I pay rent. A lot of rent, for that matter. Living in Vancouver is not cheap. Inflation doesn't help with that either. So, I mean, living alone has its own perks and downsides as well. But mostly, I've loved living alone so much. Like, I would 100% pay the price to have my own space and freedom. I've been wanting to start this whole series where I just like be very up close and personal, just have a really heart-to-heart conversation on anything that I want to talk about. And so I just thought I would talk about something that, I don't know, I've been thinking about quite a lot. Why I don't feel like I belong to any particular culture.
Pause.
I was editing this video and I feel like this title doesn't really reflect 100% of what I'm about to talk about. It's more like a general sentiment about how I was feeling, but I mean, this video is more about my background, my upbringing, and how I am where I am today. So yeah, just a little disclaimer so you guys aren't like, that is not what this video is about. But anyways, back to the video. A little bit of background about me. I grew up in Vietnam, specifically Hanoi, capital city. That's where I was born and raised. I have very, very loving parents and family, and I'm super, super grateful for that. I have a really amazing childhood. They weren't well off by any means, but I always make sure that they really, really support me in my dreams. And growing up, I was like a really quiet kid. Like, I didn't really feel like I belonged to any particular group of friends, even from elementary school, middle school to high school. I feel like I've always had such a like close group of friends, or even just like one best friend that I've always just kind of noticed about myself and quiet, like just doing my own thing and kind of more observant. I remember being really lost and depressed at one point, really focused on my studies, and I was doing well academically, but I think socially or personally I was just like not myself. Like, I felt like I always had to suppress who I am, or try to hide or play myself down, or not be able to like express myself fully. There was always a sense of like frustration and confusion in a way. I found myself gravitating towards media and just trying to find that sense of belonging elsewhere, exposed to, I guess, mainstream media from a very young age. I remember being obsessed with Disney Channel, with all the movies and cartoons, and I really resonate with this kind of media. It was never something that I had experienced before in my life, and so I kind of found almost solace in that, and it's almost like a desire to not conform to the society that I grew up in. I felt a very strong pride to be a Vietnamese. So many great traditions and values that I hold so near and dear to my heart. How I was raised and how I was taught to, you know, act or behave, and they're all very deep-rooted in my blood. It's just, I felt like a lot of expectations and pressures to look a certain way, dress a certain way, do certain things, and you should fit in a certain environment, do well in school, follow this path or narrative that other people, society could sort of carve out for young people to follow. That wasn't something that I truly resonated with. Just felt the need to just break free and discover something beyond, you know, my hometown and myself in a way. I was so adamant that I want to study abroad. I worked really hard towards that dream ever since I was in middle school. I remember that was all that I thought about in high school. Like the senior year of high school, I think I've had enough. Just the rat race of being an academic overachiever and having a really high GPA GPA to get into college, and it just felt very shallow to me, and I was quite depressed. So like had a friendship breakout with my really close group of friends that got me into, I would say, the darkest times in my student career. I felt that was the closest to depression I ever felt in my life. It really just like fuels even more and more the passion for me to just achieve what I wanted to achieve. Yeah, at 18, I moved to Finland. I passed the entrance exam that allows me to go to Finland to study for free, and so that's what I did. Having the opportunity to experience different culture, different environment, like a dream come true to me. I am forever grateful for that experience, and I'm proud of myself for working towards something. Since then, I've just been traveling within Europe from Finland, and the chance to just meet so many people from different backgrounds and cultures. I realized, like, as the years passed, that I become a combination of the cultures that I had come across, either as my Vietnamese roots or European culture that I was in, that are part of my sort of early 20s developmental years. When I went to France for a year for exchange as well, I had the privilege to go to Paris, and I really improved my French. I will never take that for granted. It's such a dream, to be able to live in Paris in your 20s. Like, what? Like, it still doesn't feel real to me. Now that I'm here in Canada, just there's so many different things that I still don't feel like I fit in. We are a product of our environment, of the environment that we grew into, that we was born into, things that we choose to surround ourselves with, either in real life or online. Just over time, I've learned to just embrace my uniqueness in terms of like what I've experienced and the cultures that I've encountered. At this point, I don't feel like I belong to any culture particularly. Being said, I am not a third culture kid by any means, by definition, but I do share this sense of not really fitting into one particular culture. I remember in school, I felt so bad because one friend was asking me why I kept speaking in English even though we're all Vietnamese and then we should all speak Vietnamese in class, and that really like stuck with me. It felt almost like an attack to like who I am and how I was truly feeling. It just felt like I wasn't really accepted within my environment. I felt like the need to fit in so hard, and I felt kind of lonely. I'm still glad that it allows me to focus on my own hobbies and develop the personality that I have today, which I am very proud of. I feel like we all want or need a sense of belonging in our lives, whether it's like your roots, to your culture, to where you come from, or your background. Sometimes it's kind of weird, because I'm like, even though I'm 100% Vietnamese by blood, I don't feel 100% Vietnamese. I am constantly a work in progress, figuring my life out, but I'm happy with where I'm going. Why don't we just embrace ourselves who we are and not feel the need to conform or to fit into a box? I hope this doesn't sound too rambly or off topic, but that's just genuinely what I want to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's a little bit different from my usual content, but I really like sit down videos, so that's why I really hope to do more of these like more personal like sit down videos. Just get to know me a little bit better if you're interested, Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. I really appreciate you watching this. I love you, and